The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
58, Mike. Switch up.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Tight right. Even.
Hey, echo. Fine.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the run. 19.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Cut, 380. 53 is the mark. Yeah. You don't want to know. 14.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Touch. 280.
Check. 53, Mike. Check.
It's complete to Lockett. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Shoot.
14.
Mike 5-4.
Don't get nervous.
14.
Check 6, guys.
Preload.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Cut. 50 seconds, Mike. Cut.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. It's caught. Lockett. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mike 54. Bang it.
Took right.
From the 22, Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
280.
54, Mike. Man, I got you.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Want that.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Jets 0. Michael Dixon
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ready?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Bell. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
X3. Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
58, right there. It's coming this way, Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll drop the throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Alert.
Safety's creeping.
14, find it.
Wilson. It's complete to Hopkins. 16 yards, a first down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they're able to run it in. It started with...
They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Herndon's got it complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready up.
Mike 33, check Mike 33.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Down.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Bang out, fan. Zebra. Good touch.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
Touch, 280.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Watch the slant.
53 to Mike. 53. Check.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
380.
I'm trying to collect.
Tempo. Good job right there.
Check. 53 is Mike.
Look for signal.
Coming to you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go read option with Wilson, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Let's go. At the 44-yard line.
Hey, check 25. 14, got it.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Wilson, they go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 22 yards there, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now back to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Get in the weight room.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Devin Singletary his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a run by Bell here going nowhere as they'll hit him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2nd and 13. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yelder. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Yeldon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Come on.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, bro.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Go 14.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second, I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
380.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Yeldon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing is Wilson. And it is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
On the double.
Tackles.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Recon. Shoot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Jets on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for him today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.